Hello Yoti and Shetan this side and welcome to Universe of Thought. So this is third video of the specialization series. We already covered finance, marketing. If you have not seen those videos, the links are given in the description box, so don't forget to check them out. Today the talk is all about operations specialization and I have with me Mr. Atul. Sir is associated with MET and he himself comes from this background, operations background, have a industry experience as well. So back to you. I just want you to introduce yourself to my audience.
Yes. Thank you, Chetan. I'm Dr. Atul Thomre. I'm basically a mechanical engineer, and I have completed my MBS from Pune University, and I have completed my PhD in operations management. I have total 18 years of industrial experience. I worked with Mahindra and Mahindra, Samsonite South Asia, National Telecom India Limited, IPCOS, and so on. So almost 18 years of industrial experience, and since last 9 years, I am working with education and with a very esteemed organization, MIT's Institute of Management.
Okay. Okay, sir, starting with the basic questions. I will ask about operations later, but this basic question is operations सिर्फ engineers के लिए है. So this is something and engineers by default the choice is operations ऐसा it comes with that notion which is completely wrong as per me. We cannot consider the education or the graduation background for the specialization selection. So what's your take on this?
Chetan, you are rightly said that many students and the parents are thinking that operations management is a cup of tea for the engineering background students only. But it is not like that. It is an aptitude. A person who is having a commercial background or an pharmacy background or any other background like computer science, BCS, BSc can also do the operations management. And uh, I will quote the examples of our institute. Many of the students from MIT Institute of Management having non-engineering background are doing excellent in the company. I will quote one girl student who has completed her BSc botany, and right now she is working with L&T as one district head, and she is operating the entire logistics of L&T. One more example: a student who has completed her BCS, and now she is working with a very good company, Supreme Industries, and doing the MIS work for top management. So it is not like that engineer students can only do the operations management. What we are doing, we are checking the aptitude of the students through the inventory management test, and accordingly we are suggesting the students your aptitude is for operations management, you are for marketing management, you are for finance, and so on. So instead of management is giving this add-on input for the students.
Yeah, that's one of the great things that the specialization part is not forced on the students. So, talking about operations, like what is this operations domain all about, and like its function for any organization? Because this question is for everyone. There, the specialization and the function in the organization.
Absolutely. See, operation management is a very wide area of management. Very first of all, I will tell you, many students and parents are thinking that operation management is only with manufacturing industries, but it is not like that. Operation management is utilized or used in manufacturing industry as well as service industry. You can see now in many banks, like any ICICI, HDFC Bank, they are having a post of operations manager. They are entirely studying the operation process of the bank so that they can reduce the time, they can utilize the manpower properly. And in manufacturing industries, it is ocean. It is ocean. There are n number of opportunities. If I will tell you in short, what is operations management? So it is the designing of a process of the entire business activity, and to it, getting the order from the customer and delivering to the customer. In between, what are the works operation management is carrying out.
Okay, sir, that's great. And sir, talking about job roles associated with operations management. Okay, when we talk about supply chain management as well. So how they go hand in hand? The first question, like operations and supply chain management, and the next thing is the job roles associated with operations domain. Like how a student starts in any industry if he goes with this specialization. So that's the question to you.
Yes. See, operation management in manufacturing industry, I will quote the example of manufacturing industry. There are n number of departments. Like we are getting the material and we are storing the material in the stores. So stores management is a very big role of operations management. So stores management, production planning and control, procurement of the material, then the quality parameters like with quality management systems, dispatch and logistics. These are the various departments in which the operation guy can work on it. He can get the job for all these positions in the company. And as you said that the relation of supply chain management, so supply chain management is a part of operations management. See, what we are doing in manufacturing industry, uh, a company is getting an order, and the company is sending a purchase order to the supplier. So supply chain management is tracking the material from the purchase order to delivery of the material. They are entirely tracking. So there are uh, supply chain management and operations management are working hand in hand. And fortunately, our university, Savitribai Phule Pune University, has drafted a course is OSCM, that is Operations and Supply Chain Management. So a student who is doing operation management is getting the in-depth knowledge of supply chain management also. After getting the degree of MBA, many students are getting the jobs like executive in production planning and control, executive in procurement, executives in stores management or logistics management. So there are so many opportunities students are getting. Many of the students are handling the import export also, because many of those companies are importing the material from various countries, so and exporting their finished goods to other countries. So operation management, many students are getting the profile of import export, procurement and export of the goods, dispatches of the export of the.
And sir, also when it comes to e-commerce industry, like Amazon, we talk about Flipkart, Myntra. So, like for example, you have warehouses in areas like Bhiwandi. So, like, what you would like to comment on that? Because I have heard that many students also work in this particular domain, where they are involved in the supply chain management in this particular e-commerce industry.
Absolutely correct. See, nowadays e-commerce industry is flourishing a lot. So, and it is a future of the next generation. And as you rightly said, that in Bhiwandi and so many areas near to the district area are having the logistics warehouses. And these logistics warehouses are controlled or governed by these operations manager. There are two types. Again, logistics management in manufacturing, I will tell you. There are two types. One is inbound logistics and another is outbound logistics. So there is huge scope in e-commerce industry also, service industry also, and in manufacturing industry also.
If any student wants to go for operations management specialization and wants to strengthen his knowledge about this, then what certification he should go with? I know one of it, which is Six Sigma. So I want your input on this particular question, that is the skill set and the certifications part.
Chetan, absolutely correct. Because without skill, no student can perform very good in his area. So the institutes are giving the input as per the academics. Institute of Management is giving the NPTEL courses. And there are so many courses like Six Sigma, Kaizen, 5S, TQM, TPM, and so on. And with this, he must have a knowledge of ERP, that is Enterprise Resources Planning. So while selecting the subject in Institute of Management, what we are doing, we are selecting the subjects of those subjects who are really needed to the student in near future with his career. Like ERP, we have selected a subject called as ERP, Enterprise Resources Planning. You know, ERP is very, very important. Knowledge of SAP is important. Knowledge of BAN. There are so many ERP packages are there, and companies are working on ERP package.
So talking about the job roles or the jobs in this industry for students who are opting for operation specialization. In college also we see that the number of students opting for this specialization is less. The same logic goes for HR as well as IT systems. So is it the case where the awareness of this specialization is less? Okay, or the job opportunities in the market, the number of jobs as compared to other specializations is less. So what's your take on this?
No, no. It is not like that. It is basically a choice of the student. What he wanted to do, what he wanted to become. He wanted to become a HR manager. He will definitely opt for HR. If he want to become a operations manager, he will opt for the operations management. So it is absolutely the liking of the particular student. But as far as the opportunities are concerned, there are n number of opportunities available in market. See, right student is not available to many of the industries. So as I already mentioned it that KSA, that is knowledge, skill, and attitude. These three are very, very important for any student. He must have knowledge, he must have a skill set, and he must have a proper attitude. Disciplined attitude is very, very required in operations management.
And sir, talking about MIT, specifically, what we are exactly doing for the students, who want to go for operations management. Like, every institute has something, some other activities planned or some, courses planned for students opting for a particular XYZ specialization. Specifically for operations, what we are doing.
For operations students, the students who are taking operations management, or those students who are opting the operations management, what we are doing, we are grooming them as far as the concern industry requirements are concerned. What industry exactly are doing? See, we are having experienced faculty. We are having visiting faculties from outside who are having 30 to 35 years of international experiences. So it will boost the knowledge of the students, the confidence of the students. They are aware what exactly is doing. At the same time, MET is giving the NPTEL courses. The student will get the exact industry need from the industry expert itself, and we are organizing various workshops. We are calling the industry people for the students, and they are giving the exact input to the students. Conducting the industrial visits for the operations management in all the 4 semesters. First semester we are giving just the brief idea about industry, and from second semester to fourth semester we are giving the department wise industrial visits to the students. And as you rightly asked, what you extra doing for the students of operations management? It is not only for operations, it is for all the specializations. But in dissertation and summer internship project, we are giving the live projects to the students, like the Six Sigma, the TQM, or the logistics management of any company. So we are giving the live projects from, we are taking the live projects from the company, and the students are working on it.
So thanks a lot for all those inputs. It will help the students who want to opt for operation specialization. And guys, remember that it is not only the engineering students who will opt for operations. It's up to you. If it is your area of interest, then you should definitely go for it. Thanks a lot, sir, for being in this session. And guys, lot of information, so definitely you have to share this video. And the other important links are given in the description box. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay connected and always keep that smile up.